Good morning, everyone. Road Contractor here. Started day one of the Carnivorish Diet that I was watching on the Joe Rogan experiment with Dr. Paul Saladino. And gotta admit that the first day hasn't gone real well. Yesterday was my first day to actually eat pretty much all meat, minus my breakfast. I'm still eating oatmeal every morning for breakfast. And so I'm getting a few carbs there. The rest of the day was all meat, and I was very sluggish by the end of the day. My wife even was talking to me on the phone while we were Skyping with each other, and she asked, "Have you been drinking? Your eyes looks like you're, you know, how you get that drunk look in your eyes." And I said, "No, but I feel exhausted." And I hadn't done anything. I was just sitting here in the office. Had eaten lunch. I hadn't gone to eat dinner that quite yet gone to eat dinner, and I noticed that I was feeling tired, and then apparently it was showing too, because my wife definitely mentioned it and asked me if I was feeling okay. This morning I woke up and I went ahead and I still had my meat for dinner. I think I had, you know, you got to get what you can get here. So I know I had 2 turkey strips yesterday, or 2 turkey slices. They were fairly big. Also had a beef stew that I just ate the beef out of. It still has the gravy on it, and if you watch the Joe Rogan podcast and I listen to him and Dr. Paul Saladino talk, they talk about not just doing exclusively meat and all meat and only meat and that's it. You know, they do eat one animal products, which would be cheese, anything dairy, eggs, you know, stuff like that, as with their meat. But they also say that they still did, you know, of course, eat some vegetables. And you're going to have seasonings, you're going to have sauces. So it's not going to be exclusively meat. And I don't think I would even want that. But, you know, making meat my primary food source, you know, throughout the day, I think what's happening is it's taking away from the carbs that I was getting before. And I'm pretty active. I'm pretty active in the morning, very active in the morning. And then pretty active throughout the day. And I've had that good feeling from my diet that I attribute that to. Also, the exercises that I've been doing too, and the foods that I'd been eating. Even if I would eat good, I'd eat my salads. I'd eat, you know, I'd go in and have a cup of rice or half a cup of rice with, you know, my soup. So I was getting more carbs. I was having breads, you know, I was eating that with my like sandwiches, you know, still eating, you know, good, really good for the most part. But then, you know, falling off the wagon that one day I went in, they had pizza and hot wings, you know, of course I indulged in that, you know, then I got right back on track and kept on going. Didn't feel guilty, didn't gain or, you know, lose a step, you know, miss a step. I continued on with my workouts, didn't put on any extra weight from just having that one day of pizza, which was nice. I think a week ago, or a little bit more than a week ago, I went in and they had hamburgers, and that was a day that I also, you know, had fallen off the wagon a little bit. But overall, I felt good, and there were mornings when I went out and I was just more alert and awake, and I felt like my stamina was really good. I don't know how my stamina is going to be today. I haven't done my workout yet, so I'll come back and do a video after my workout just to see if there's been any noticeable change. Now, I did wake up this morning very slowly. It was a little bit harder to get out of bed. I'm just going to attribute that to the fact that I took in way less carbs yesterday than I had been taking. And I had been saying in all my videos that I do more of a carb up in the morning, less of a carb in the evening, because those carbs get me through the day. They give me the energy that I need to get through the day. And I essentially just cut those out yesterday. So maybe having a little bit of carb withdrawal, I think. I'm burning those up, you know, I'm using those throughout the day and in my exercises and everything. So I'm not worried about getting too many carbs, and I never overload with carbs. It's a part of my diet. It's there, and I use them, and I think they're beneficial. And from what I can see right now, I do miss them. But I'm going to continue on. I've got a before picture that I started yesterday. Also yesterday when I came in, I weighed myself. I was weighing in around 178. after those 2 meals yesterday and my workout, and that was not quite 178, maybe 177.5 or better. And today I came in, I was 176 exactly. So I do get a lot of fluctuations in my weight, and it really just depends, like when I weigh myself and if I've eaten or if I've worked out and I've lost a lot of water weight because of sweat, and I kind of gained some of that back throughout the day. And then there's days where I come in and I legitimately did lose a pound. I don't know if I actually lost a pound yesterday because I ate differently. I did get my oatmeal. I had plenty of meat for lunch, plenty of meat for dinner, and then that was it. And I'm also getting tuna salads too, so that's like an additional little, calorie intake, because just getting what meat they do offer us alone, they're not going to give you very, very large portions of it. They're going to give you a portion. You go to the next and you get another portion. And if I'm getting one of my portions is beef stew, all of that is a portion. I'm only picking out the meat, so I'm getting less than that portion. So I gotta supplement somehow and get more calories somewhere. And I was getting that through like adding chicken salad or tuna salad. Yesterday was tuna salad. We'll see today. With no bread, nothing like that. Didn't add anything to it. Didn't wrap it up in a tortilla. Just tuna salad, plopped on my plate and ate my dinner and then ate that. Didn't eat any sugars yesterday. No desserts at all whatsoever, which is normal for me. I don't eat a lot of desserts. Don't eat a lot of candies. No sodas. I did have a cup of tea yesterday with my honey. And so far, even right now, talking, and the way I feel right now, and I just had a bowl of oatmeal and a cup of coffee, I still feel not quite myself the way I was more motivated and energetic coming in the morning, sitting down, getting my oatmeal, getting my coffee, thinking about my run or my exercises and what I'm going to do. And yesterday on my exercises, I did a 10-minute run. I did a 40 to 45 minute calisthenic workout, and then I did a little over an hour in the gym between abs and weights. I'm close to an hour and a half, so altogether it was about 2.5 hour workout yesterday. Maybe just a little bit longer than a 2.5 hour workout. But there's a lot of days too where at the end of my workout I either go for another 10-minute run, or I'll put in a nice long walk after the run, and I didn't do that yesterday. I just ended my weight workout, my weight session, and then that was it, right at the 2.5 hour mark. So I did expend a lot of energy, burn a lot of calories, started off the day in a deficit, made it to lunch, and then didn't put any carbs in my system. And then went 6 hours again, went to dinner again, ate only meat, didn't put a lot of carbs in my system. There were some carbs, obviously, with the beef stew, the gravy that's on the meat that I ate with the meat. The turkey slices were actually the turkey loaf is what it was. Not like a processed, I guess it was processed or sort of processed, but it was this turkey slice. It was whole white turkey, but just compressed. And of course they lather that in spices and seasonings, so there was some of that on the outside of it, but I pretty much stuck to just the meat on the inside anyway. But still, you're going to get some carbs, but just not nearly the carbs that I normally put in my diet at lunch and even at dinner a little bit. And I feel like not having those carbs now is kind of taken away from my energy source. So I'm thinking about maybe modifying it just a little bit, possibly going back to maybe the soup, but primarily having meat as my main dishes, my main course, and my side dishes as meat with a bowl of soup and rice. I think that I got to get some rice, I got to get some carbs. But that's only later on if I don't notice a change by the end of the week in my energy level, and I still feel sluggish and I feel like I'm slowing down and I'm not able to go as long, to finish through workouts, to lift as much, then I definitely going to go back to getting those carbs. So, and I'm not saying that Joe and this Dr. Saladino was promoting pulling carbs completely out of your diet. I don't think they were promoting that at all. They were just promoting a high calorie intake of protein, mostly meat. And I think even Joe said he went a month where he was just on pure carnivorish diet, which means he was eating eggs, he was eating the dairy products. So I'm sure he was putting cheese on his eggs and probably on his sandwiches, but he was sticking to mainly a primarily meat diet. And I gotta say right now, not really feeling it. I think I was even a lot more talkative. I had more to say. I can come up with my thoughts more clearly. They were saying there was a lot of benefits, mentally when you stick to a meat diet. And I'm not seeing that either. As a matter of fact, I feel slower mentally. I feel slower physically. I feel sluggish right now. But it's only been one day. So report back in after my workout, tell you how my workout went, and then again tomorrow to see how I feel overall throughout the day and waking up the next day. So that's it for me. Good luck, everybody.